Yo, I'm Drew Gilchrist, and today I just got my new medical prescription in, and if you don't know, I'm a legal medical patient here in the UK. If you want to learn more about how to actually get a medical prescription, I have other videos on my channel that explain how to do that. But the clinic I'm personally with is MaMedica, and I always tell people to go on a website called medbud.wiki to get all of the information about anything medical here in the UK. But today I just got my new script, which includes the most expensive thing available on UK medical market, and that's this apples and bananas by Lot 420. This is £14 a G. Yo, I don't know why, but for most of this video, I thought it was £14 a G, but it's actually £13 a G. So just keep that in mind. The next most expensive thing after that is £13, and most of those £13 ones are really not good. I never even go for them because they are just so terrible. I only hear bad things about them. But this Lot 420 stuff, they do other stuff on UK market for around 8 a G. So for them to put something on the market for 14, it means it's supposed to be really good. The whole reason I've heard anyways that this cost this price is because in Germany, it's a lot more expensive than even that anyways. And apparently it's super popular on German market. So why would they then bring it to UK market for less money? Why would they bring it to UK market for £8 when they're already selling it on German market for £18? I think it's around that. It's like 16 or 18 euros, sorry. Why would they lower the price for UK market? Obviously, they're going to bring it to UK market and put it for the same price that they have it in Germany, and they're going to assume, well, people in Germany love it, so the people in UK should love it, right? Well, I'm not 100% sure about that because I haven't heard the greatest of reviews on it, but we will be going through that. I also got this new Tiger's Eye, which is by Barockers. These are the same people who did that Chapel of Love, but I heard very mixed things about the Chapel of Love because I really enjoyed it. I think I must have had a really good batch because everyone else I heard did not enjoy it. Well, not everyone, but most people didn't really enjoy it too much, and like for me it was really great quality nugs, really great quality everything. The smell, the flavor, and the effects were really nice. So I was a little bit confused about that, but I've heard that it's like a consistency thing and it's just a bit inconsistent. So we have this Tiger's Eye. Then I also have this Medcan Isando, and Medcan themselves have actually been kind of saying to me like, hey, how come you did a review where I did like a tier list? I did like a medical tier list here, and I rated the new Isando really low because they used to have a birthday cake and it was great, and then they changed the genetic but still had it under the Isando name to this new Tokoshe Sherbet, and from what I've heard, everyone hated it, and I saw some in person. It really wasn't that great, especially compared to the birthday cake, so I rated it super low in that video because obviously it's not very good in comparison to the birthday cake. But Medcan was saying to me like, hey, how can you rate it like that if you haven't tried it yourself? So I'm trying this one myself to see what it's like so I can give it a proper rating, and that's all of my scripts. So I've got this one, the Tiger's Eye, and apples and bananas. I think I'm gonna have a look at the Medcan Isando first. Also, if you want to actually see these, I don't show them in this video, but there'll be a YouTube short link down below where you can see all the nugs. Okay, okay. It looks okay. It doesn't look the worst, and it doesn't smell the worst either, but it doesn't smell great. It does have a bit of a sherbet smell to it. I'd say on the nug quality, I'd give it like a 7.5, maybe an 8 out of 10. Actually, quite a decent nug quality. Smell, I'd probably give it like maybe a 7. The smell that's there is actually quite nice, but it's not very strong smelling. And obviously I'm going to go through these, look at them, smell them, and then I'm going to try them all, and then I'll come back with my conclusion. So I'm excited to try this one. Next, let's have a little look at the Tiger's Eye. This one, again, I'm saying on the looks, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look the worst, but it doesn't look great. It's not unbelievable, you know? Smell-wise, it's kind of earthy, bit of gas to it, but that's kind of it. It's kind of the same with the other one. It smells quite nice, but the smell isn't very strong. And I'm not really vibing with the smell when I crack open the nug, to be honest. Okay, now let's have a look at this £14 a G apples and bananas. I'm actually a really big fan of apples and bananas, but it has to be done well, because when apples and bananas is not done well, it is awful. It has to really be done good to be good. So let's have a little look. Okay, the smell is on point. It smells like apples and bananas. Nug quality, again, I think it's around an 8. It's not anything crazy special, but it doesn't look bad. Like, it looks pretty good, but obviously I've seen good apples and bananas, and I've seen it look better than that. So I'll give it like an 8. Decent quality, but not unreal. So I need to actually try these, see if they're any good. My opinion could completely change. So I'll speak to you in a second. Alright, so just tried all of them, and let me go through them in the same order that we just did. First up, the Isando. This one is not good. In my opinion, it just tastes like hay. Like, it's really not great. It's not a great experience. I don't think the quality is too great. And it's a no from me on the Asando. And especially when you compare it to what they had before, which was the birthday cake, which was lovely. So yeah, not a very high rating on the Asando. The Tiger's Eye, this was actually a surprising one. I don't know what the genetics are on this, but to me, it was tasting like a piney sort of Girl Scout cookies kind of flavor. It was really, really nice, especially compared to the smell, which was not great. The Tiger's Eye was surprisingly much better than I thought it was going to be. Like, it smelled like nothing. It smelled kind of weird. It just smelled off. But actually in the flavor, it was tasting like a kind of piney Girl Scout cookies. Really, really nice. Good experience. Good quality. Yeah, decent, I'd give this one. Now, the apples and bananas. I actually just realized as well, I haven't gone through the prices on all these. I've got the price wrong on this the whole video. I thought it was 14 a G, but it's actually 13 a G. Now, this is why I don't listen to people online, because I've been thinking it's 14 a G because everyone online has been telling me it's 14 a G, but it's 13, and I paid for this. So, like, I just looked at my invoice, and it was 13 a G. So I've been saying it's 14 the whole time, when it's actually 13. The Asando is 7 a G, and the Tiger's Eye is 6.50 a G. So for 6.50, the Tiger's Eye is definitely taking the cake regardless. Now, the apples and bananas at 13 a G, regardless of the price, okay? This was lovely. I've heard some people say that they didn't like this. Maybe they had a different batch. Maybe they had a bad batch or something, because for me, as somebody who's tried apples and bananas from many places, this is great. This is a proper example of apples and bananas. I thought it was great. I thought the quality was great. Everything about this is top notch, except for maybe the nug structure. Does it really justify the price at 13 a G? Not really. I mean, from a consumer's perspective, not really, because I would expect something of this quality, of this taste, to be like 10 a G. Maybe 9 a G, 10 a G. I think that would be fine, I think, if they were asking for that, especially in comparison to other stuff that's at 7 or 8. I think that would be fine, even 11. But 13 for UK market is just too much. But then when you think about it, well, they're selling it on German market for 18 euros a G. So why would they even bother bringing it to UK market if they had to put it on there for 10 when it's selling in Germany? Like, literally, why would they do that? There is no reason for them to do that. So, you know, as much as I like to think of stuff from like a pure patient standpoint, I think a lot of people, when it comes to UK medical, forget that it is a business. As much as it kind of shouldn't be, because it's prescription medicine, and you know, obviously you don't really want companies profiting off of your health problems, of course. But then you also have to remember that it is still a business, and they do have to make money. They have to cover the costs of, you know, their people. They also have to make money as a company. They have to have money for themselves to fall back on if they have problems. And on top of that, you've got to think, them as a company, them making money, they've got to think, well, profit-wise, we can put it on German market and sell every single bit we have for 18 euros. At that point, yeah, why would they even bother bringing it to UK market for 10? It just doesn't make any business sense. And yeah, as much as medical shouldn't be a business, it is. It's a private company, and that's how it works. Private companies need to make money. And you might even think, oh, well, they don't need to make that much money, but they do need to actually have money as a company, because again, if something goes wrong, then they don't have a couple 100,000 in the bank or a couple M's in the bank. They've lost their whole company. It's all gone. Like, you know, they have like a problem with one crop and they don't have any money to fall back on. They then can't pay any of their employees. So it's like, you know, as much as you would like to think, oh, these people shouldn't be making profit from us, they kind of do need to. Otherwise, you will not have anything. So that's my end thoughts, and thank you for coming to it, and I'm excited to get my next medical script, and I think that apples and bananas is going to stay on it, to be honest, because yeah, as much as it's not really worth it for that price, I can afford it, and that's probably one of the best things I've found for my medical condition ever on UK Medical, so I think that's staying. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys soon, and have a good day. Hope you have a lovely one. And subscribe. We're trying to hit 1 million subscribers. Hit the subscribe button.